Okay. All right, last pad here. Same concept. Okay. Don't be afraid to keep the soldering tip on it for very long. And also, when you're coming off of the ESC, make sure you don't go over the motor, because if you had a solder that dropped in there, your motor is gonna fry and might fry your ESC, and you would never know why. And you would just say, oh, it's a piece of crap ESC, and all kinds of things. So just be very careful when you're doing this. So yeah, always just make sure that you're not about to drop anything on any other component when you're soldering, because that could ruin it pretty badly. So I guess here we did everything together now. And just like that, we have a beautiful ESC. Now make sure not to touch it because it's going to be hot as hell. But yeah, there we go. So we can kind of get an idea how clean that was. And also something to take into consideration now, you also have to put this in correctly. So every ESC will have numbers on there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if we grab a closer look here, we see we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here. Now, if you never know, if you have to memorize this, or you don't really have to, you just go Google it. Find the back of your quadcopter. For me, this is the back here. That's the front. And 1 is always on the back right motor. And if we place it in like that, then that should be like 1, 2, and then it goes to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Always. Number 1, back right motor. Alright, so let me go ahead and prepare the XT60 for us to solder into place. This is probably the most annoying part and one of the hardest parts of a quadcopter build. Now what we're going to do is we're going to solder the XT60 into the ESC. Now this could be the most difficult part depending on how your setup is, and maybe we should not have put the capacitor in just yet, but we're just going to have to live with that. So the red wire is going to go to the plus sign, and the black wire is going to go to the minus, which is the ground. So let's go ahead and set this up. So right now I'm kind of lucky to where this kind of just holds into place right here, and we could kind of add solder. I would have preferred to have a complete pad instead of this cutout, because this kind of makes things a little bit more difficult. So, but if we just take it one step at a time, we should be fine here. Maybe if you have some tweezers, probably a good time to bring those as well. So what I'm going to do now is I have it laid right there. So I'm just going to just slowly apply some pressure and some solder between the wire and the soldering tip. And that should allow the heat to transfer nicely. There we go. And now we're definitely